So the current plan is to make it so whenever you convert your vehicle, any blocks directly at the bottom of it, you, um, like for example, at this wheel, it will actually spin because currently vehicles are just this slide, which is it's like fine, but it doesn't really look like you're driving. Oh, get the music on. What am I doing? There we go. Down on my end. If you convert a build like this, turn off that visualizer. You drive, you just slide, and it's kind of boring. You just kind of slide around. So hopefully, by the end of the stream, I have it so any blocks like I have like outlined what I count as a wheel, but then you have blocks like this, and they actually spin as you drive. So let's figure out how to make a block display spin like that. I'd want it to just be like, literally just do this as you drive, but then have it be based on just based on how fast you're driving. Just make your build look a bit more animated as it drives. So I shouldn't have deleted that. Quick display entity. Okay. Yeah, I'm making a data pack. So far I have it so you can take any building you want and convert it into whatever vehicle you want. So like you can do something like this. And I'll select like helicopter. Whee! Now I have a helicopter I can drive. But I want it so if it's a car, the wheels actually spin. Same with the plane and whatever else is gonna have wheels. So that's the plan for now. Later, I also want to make it so whenever you're in a plane, it actually tips up and down as you drive up and down. And add water breathing for submarines. I'm many years deep, my friend, and this has been going on for a while. Been spending maybe like 3 months on this so far. So, I've actually taken some command blocks from another project. Okay, stop. I used these commands to make rolling boulders before, so hopefully I'm able to convert this logic into making spinning wheels for any car at all you build in my data pack. You know, I should just have a car built at all times so new people can actually see what it's like. Doesn't really have to look like a car. I just have like this sitting here. Car. Whee! Good fun. Okay, so I need to adapt this. I think it is good for stream if I build it in with command blocks first. Hello, yes you did. No pressure to actually finish it at all. Because what I can do, I can literally just give the player water breathing if they're at a even just like near a submarine. It doesn't have to be perfect. So let's change this for now. Or like a wheel. If it's a block display entity with the tag a wheel. Wheel. Change this to wheel as well. It'd be like Owlett. Owlett. Vehicle. Something like that. Owlett vehicle wheel rotation. Sure. Uh, Hold on. Why don't I just run these commands first? That'd make it easier. Uh, Vehicle wheel rotation. Run this. Okay. And then vehicle wheel. Wait, do I need both? What am I using? Oh, yeah. I do need both. But there might be a slight problem though, because this currently uses like actual player, like entity rotation, and that might conflict with how rotating your vehicle works. So I might have to make it so it actually uses the transformation of a display entity instead of its actual rotation. And that sounds a lot harder. Because what I could do what I could do is I just use something like rotate. And then just do this to rotate the wheel. But if I have to use something like this, or it's like transformation, I have to like, I'll have to use like a macro or something to like input current rotation and then move it by one. Like I know there's like you can have the smooth interpolation, but I want it to be at least like somewhat dynamic, like based on how fast you're driving. Hmm. Let me actually experiment here. Because what if I, instead of changing how fast it actually spins, I just change the interpolation? That might work. Maybe. Uh Merge closest block display. What do you call it? What do you call it? Um Oopsie stacker. Data merge entity block display. How loud's the music? Is the music volume okay? Also, I changed settings on my microphone. How is this the audio in general? The interpolation. Yeah, this. So I could do something like that. And then hmm. This probably isn't gonna work, but I'll give it a try. How would I? No, I feel like this isn't gonna work at all. I'll set interpolation to something high like that. And then I just set this rotation to something very high. And then I'll just have to take its time to rotate. Like, is it moving right now? It is. It's ever so slightly moving right now. See? So maybe that's how I control its rotation. Oh goodness, okay. That is an idea. Though it doesn't sound the greatest. So what would it be? What it would like Snap. Hmm. Then if you wanted like if it's driving slow, you'd set it to something like that. Oh, why is it moving? You set something so like that. You just set its rotation to something like that, and then it would start rolling at a slow speed. And if you wanted something higher, 10. What is it doing? It seems very confused. You just sound like that. No, I feel like I'm doing this wrong. Hmm. But interpolate's weird. Hello, hello. I'm live again. Trying to make wheels rotate. Trying to figure out the logic for it. But block displays are funky. Hmm. Like, look at that. Why did it move like that? This might be much harder than I thought it would be. AKA maybe not worth it. But I do want some sort of like motion in your vehicle. Because currently it just slides around. And that's no fun. Unless you can think of like another way of making the vehicle look a bit more animated. But wheel rotation would be nice. So all it would do, like, you'd have like a predetermined list of what counts as like a wheel block. And then if that's on the bottom layer, make it rotate based on how fast you're going. Um, okay, hold on. I'll show you a sneak peek of an upcoming video. Because in here, I did make rotating block displays already. But they use actual here we go. You got boulders. But these actually use like the entity rotation and not the display rotation. Hello. So I'm trying to make this effect here, but not using actual entity rotation because that might affect like conflict with the vehicle actually just like turning with how it visually looks. I could try it using the actual entity rotation instead of the display transformation rotation just to see what happens. Boulders. Yeah, I think maybe I should just try with actual entity rotation and then just see what happens. How does my mic sound? I changed some settings on it. Right, okay, back to the normal world. Yes, I know what I'm doing. Okay, so let's just try this. There's no harm in trying. Uh, so we'll just take these commands from earlier. And let's see if it would just work straight out of the box. Uh, Wheel. I'm gonna get wheel. Owlett. Vehicle wheel. Do, 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 do. I went for a console edition music from the mini games for the stream for the background music. That'd be a better fit. I don't know. Vehicle wheel rotation. Instead of, I mean, there's no reason to use that over slash rotate. I don't know if it actually will like conflict with each other at all, though. Let's just see what happens. Continue to vehicle wheel rotation. Wheel. Yeah. Then once again, same thing. Vehicle wheel rotation. Wheel. What's this? Oh, I don't need this part. That's for the making. Nope, don't need you. Don't need you. Don't need you. Okay, let's see now. Um, so then I give this a tag of wheel. Okay. And you do something? Is that not turning at all? It should be. Oh, maybe I should give it a score to begin with. Scoreboard player set type equal block display. Then it should start turning. Hopefully. Hmm. As the wheel. I called it. Yes. I give it the correct tag. Oh, this line needs changed. Vehicle wheel rotation. Double check I changed all of it correctly. Wheel rotation, yeah. Nope. Didn't do it here either. Here. Vehicle wheel rotation. Hmm. So there's to make the scoreboard. Let's get the data. Z rotation. What? Why is it not getting Z rotation? That seems a little silly. Hmm? Did I not create the scoreboard? Oh, I didn't. That's probably the problem. Create the scoreboard. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, so we have the wheel rotation visually working. Okay, so let's just apply the tag to like a vehicle piece and just see what happens. So you're now a wheel, right? Okay, it's not doing anything. Its rotation probably is getting. Go in here. Probably because it's like it's commands in here are controlling its rotation, so it's just kind of overriding it. Um, even here, in here, I think. If I disable you for now and see what happens then. Why won't you rotate? Can I manually rotate you and you'd be fine? Well, not like that. Um, rotate. Something like that. Oh, that's not quite correct. What did I just drive? Oh, cool. I broke everything. We love that. Oh, cool. I'm in space now. I love when that happens. Okay, sure. I love when I go to space by accident. Okay, but it seems to hold its own rotation. Okay, which is good. Uh, whee! Boing, 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 boing. Great. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know, but I just wanted to see if it would keep its like if I were to use a rotate command like that, just to see if it would actually hold its own rotation. And it does. So these are probably just doing one at a time, I think. At E, at E, at E, at E. Where's as oh okay, so maybe that's interesting. So let's actually just build a new car. I broke this one. That's fine. I can show new people what building a vehicle is like. You know what? I'll actually give it wheels. So if I just do, I don't know, something like this. Goes a bit wide. That's fine. Hell yeah. Car. Hello, hello. Look at my cool car. You just make it out of blocks and you get in and then it works. Whee! That's so um why is it not like spinning? You're spinning, but you're not. Delete you for now. I'm a little confused on why. Oh, there. What if I just disable the data pack for a moment? Uh, reload. I'll probably have to leave and rejoin the world again, and then see if that wheel actually spins by itself, or if the current data pack is like conflicting with it. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it's not that. Put it back on. Leave and rejoin. Because that's what you have to do with this data pack because it uses experimental features. So if I just create a new block display. Uh I like using payload logs. They just look they're just like they're the block that looks most like a wheel, I guess. And then it just works. It should do. The data pack should work in the news. versions anyway. It shouldn't, even if it doesn't, it'll be easy for me to fix, I'm sure. So I can get one wheel to work, but then I ask this wheel to start spinning. Two. How's the tag already has too many? Oh yeah, because I tried tagging that one earlier. But it's not spinning. Why not? Hmm. Like duplicate. So it can have multiple at once, and it works perfectly fine. Yeah, but I'm adding the wheel tag to it because I just add a tag. I just do this. Add tag wheel, and then it should start making it spin. Unless there is no limit. I think hold on, am I using block dis it is block displays, not item displays, just as blocks, I don't think. Let's try that again. Get my pale wood back for the wheels. Look somewhat like a car. Boom. I'm a bit of a professional builder. Yeah. Takes car. Properties. Block. It says it's a bit hard to see because of the resource pack I'm using, but it says it is a block display. It says so. So yeah, that and look, it's gonna be something so simple. Mm, it's not being teleported; it's writing it, but that could be part of it. This, like, I just, yeah, because like I try to move and it goes back to the shulker. So let's just slash kill all the shulkers then and see what happens. Because the vehicle still works without him, I'm pretty sure. Oh, let's actually just test that. Yeah, you don't need collision. So then if I hmm. Whoa. Okay, so it still teleports back. Let me just try and rotate it. Rotate. Maybe it's not saving its own rotation. Okay. I do like that. Oh, the collision goes all funny. Okay, yeah, but it does rotate. Boing, boing, boing. Yeah, so it works perfectly fine. That is so weird. Okay, maybe in here I should change it. Just on convert. Let's say, just quickly in here. If the block state is dirt, tag yourself with wheel, and maybe it will just magically work to get dirt. Maybe you will work. Oh, does work. It's not great because the pivot points are at the bottom. Okay, that's interesting. Don't know why it was like that. Maybe some sort of command order thing, like when a data pack runs a function versus when a command block runs a command. Okay. Um. Hmm. That's part of the problem solved. Okay, so then what I need to do. Oh no. Okay. This is a okay, hold on. This is a problem. So, how do I explain? I kind of need I'm gonna delete all their tags so they stop rotating. Move. So I kind of need okay, hold on. How do I explain this? Kill all the shulkers. So the base, the exact point of the would you stop doing that? Kill. Well, I don't know if I can this is currently a problem I need to fix anyway, because um display entity when I convert it to a vehicle. Just take that section out for a moment. Uh anything at all. Piece of wood. Convert you. Just so I have a converted block. The exact point here. So the display entity is there. So like the pivot point is at like the bottom of the block, and I kind of need that to be there because when this is writing the invisible shulker. Clear uh, invisibility. If I want it to pivot at the middle, I would have to change its offset. So give it back its if give back its invisibility. It'd have to be like this. So then I can pivot it around the middle. What's happening? All right, gravity. So I can pivot it around the middle so it actually rotates in place. But then you see the problem here is that it's not lining up properly with the shulker. So then the collision isn't correct. So I don't know how I'm going to make it rotate while still writing the shulker correctly. I don't know if I explained that well at all to anyone. Hmm. Because whenever the display entity writes the shulker, it writes like the bottom of it. So that, but then if I want the display entity to rotate, it's going to rotate at the near the its base is going to be the bottom. But a wheel would rotate in the middle, like a wheel. So this current method is not going to work. Hmm. Oh, but then even if I do use the transformation rotation instead of the entity rotation, it's still going to rotate at the bottom. So either way, it's not going to I think that's how that works. It's still going to rotate at the bottom of the block instead of in the middle like a wheel. So what am I meant to do about that? Um, it might be one of those things where it's just kind of you don't do it. But I do really want the wheels to actually spin. It rides it. And I'm definitely not changing it to teleporting because that's gonna explode your computers. Um, I'm not sure. Remove the shulker of the wheels. Yeah, I guess. Then wheels won't have physical collision. I guess that is a solution. You'll have like the logical collision for like detecting bumping into stuff, but like the player will be able to just walk through it like this, which I guess isn't so bad. Yeah, I might just go with that instead. Detect what's the wheel, change the transformation, do the rotation stuff then. I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, let's try that. Okay. So, and I'll keep it as the pale log. Pale log? What is it? Yeah, but that's annoying to work with. And I did just want to kind of stick with the rotate command. I don't know. I want to keep things simple. This project's near the end anyway, and it's just for visuals. I do want to move on eventually. Um, was it not pale? What's it called? Pale oak log. My bad, my bad. Should be something like this. Let's create a function in here. Call it convert to wheel. Okay. And then well, put that tag command in there. Converty to wheel. Nope. Convert. So it would tag itself, and then it would. Hmm. Kill. Would you do it just like that? I don't know if that's a great idea. What's here? Add collision. Okay, no, you just don't run the collision for it. And not air, not water, and not wheel. Well, I should change this to be a bit more reasonable with wording conventions. Vehicle wheel. Sort of axiom. But the thing with that is to make it like gradually rotate based on speed. Because it's not just going to be is driving means it's going to rotate. And it'll be like slow speeds and then you're speeding up and speeding up. And that means I'd have to like use macros like the function width and then put in like storage of stuff just to input the slight difference in rotation every tick. And that if that's gonna take, let me see. With we could do entity itself. Well, no, you wouldn't. You'd have to calculate what the new rotation change is going to be. You have to calculate what the new change would have to be. So you'd have to store it somewhere, and then you have to store it for every one of them. Complicated, complicated. I will keep my simple system. So just tag yourself with wheel. Doesn't really need to be a function anymore, but I'll keep it just in case I need to add other stuff later. And then for to wheel. Oh yeah, no. I'll do this because I need to also change the transformation on it. So 0, 0. Yeah. Data merge yourself. No, what can you what is it? It's like data something, data modify self. I'll do it this way just to not overwrite all the other details. Transform dot scale, not scale. Translation 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. Where did I learn to code? I just kind of taught myself over the years. Like if you go back on my earlier videos, it's just like I literally started with command blocks. That's how I kind of got into coding in general. I just learned how to make it so a trident would like spawn like lightning when it hits the ground or something. What was it? I don't forget what I made it do. Super basic stuff. And then I just kept wanting to do cooler stuff. So then I figure out how to do the cooler thing. And then you just keep stacking on your own knowledge. Set value. I know you do like, and it's just the Y I want to take care of. So let me just make sure that actually works. Oh, nope. That's not how that command works. Oh, because I'm doing scale like an idiot. Okay, so it is how that works. What's it called? Translation. Oopsie. Thumbs up. Yeah, okay. Go do this. So all that nonsense. And let's just see what happens. I need to change all this then from wheel to Owlett vehicle wheel. And then I'll put all this in a function. And then I'll make it so the actual amount it rotates is based on your speed. And then that's pretty much it. Unless I do want to make it turn side to side as well. But then that would require like detecting what's the front wheels. So I actually might just leave it as, because you might be able to easily do if like you're just building normal cars. But I know not everyone's gonna be building normal cars. Like what if you wanted to make like a tank? Then I think like I don't know how it would actually rotate, but it would rotate differently. I know that for sure. Maybe after I think this is like a special case one where I will, simply because how useful this is for other videos. So I will just naturally want to update it so I can use it in something else. But other data packs, once they're released. And then that's kind of it. Especially because like updating it as in adding new features doesn't really benefit me that much as a creator. Because I'm trying to just work on the next thing. And then updating it as in for like the newer version. Just like it can be a pain at times. And that's just to keep it like updated. Unless I was like, I don't know. Awesome. It's not quite correct. Oh, we've stopped rotating. Why have we stopped rotating? Is it because I rotated side to side? Okay, hold on, but I'm onto something here. So let's try that again. Uh, that was kind of cool for a moment. Car. Let's just wait, see what happens. Is it gonna keep rotating? I'll fix that bouncing later. I think I know what the problem is there. Hmm. Okay, so it does keep rotating. That's all right. Get in and just go forward and see what happens. Okay. Now backwards. Okay. I think what broke it might have been rotating side to side. Yeah. It immediately broke it. That seems a little odd. Why would it stop rotating? Why relative rotations? That's fine. Um, why did it stop? I feel like it shouldn't. Let's see what these command block outputs have to say. They have nothing to say. That's weird. Why do you stop? List. Still a wheel. Don't change about that. If I try to like manually rotate you, tag equals wheel. Maybe it's constantly being like rotated with its new rotation, and then it is like counteracting. Let's try that. Oh, okay, that worked fine. Okay, that's weird. Why don't you continue rotating? Hmm. That's a little silly. Well, let's fix it being in the ground first. So if I were to teleport, I think if I just teleported up first, that's already it. TP 0.5. I might generally just, hopefully it's that simple. Die. Uh, Something like this. It doesn't matter if it looks good, but I think you've gotten that idea already. That it doesn't matter. Yeah, that did fix it. They also are rotating the wrong direction by default, but that's fine. It's fine for now. By input rotating without actually moving, it doesn't break it. And then it stops. But it shouldn't. Why would it stop rotating? That doesn't make any sense to me. What has changed about it since rotating? Check the input detecting. Hmm. One thing left and right. It doesn't make any sense why it would stop. Hmm. Because I can manually rotate it. Whoa. No, it started again. What? That's weird. Now they're not rotating the. Oh, okay. Let's check the command blocks again. Maybe you're the issue. So, as the wheel, at the wheel, if its X rotation is 0, yeah, and then that second command is just to flip it around because you can't rotate. Because you can't keep rotating downwards once you've hit minus 180 degrees downwards. You can't go any further. X. Maybe that's it. Like it's directly setting it to 180 instead of like relatively. Oh, I can also do 180 again, I think. I don't think that's correct. Um, just make a new vehicle and see what happens. Okay, no, very incorrect. Put you back to normal. Well, normal as in how it was before. Is, is that what it was up before? I think so. Right, try again. Just rotate as normal as before. Yeah. You notice that like twitches a little bit. Yeah. You notice that twitches a little bit. That's because again, that's it rotating like this. So like start here, go down, and then once it hits the limit here, it'll flip this way and then rotate like that. Flip again, rotate, flip again, rotate. That's just so it actually has one continuous rotation. Um, but why it stops after rotating to the side is a little strange to me. Oh, okay. I just manually change it a bit and then it stops. Okay, so it's a flaw in these commands here. Oh, here. If its X rotation is 0, why do I have that there? If you weren't here earlier, I copied these commands from a previous creation I made. If this goes... I don't know if I need that. Why do I have that? Why are you necessary? If at all. Put 0. Oh, right, because that's it checking if it's either rotated like this or like this. So it knows what way it's meant to go up. If you're facing this way, you add. Then once it hits here, it flips and then it subtracts rotation. So I need to change that. So, hmm. It breaks because it does. My brain. Rotate. Hmm. Look at these commands again. If matches 0. And then what is it over here then? If it matches like 180? Right, exactly. So what it should be doing... Oh, I don't know. I don't really... I'm not in thinking mode right now. I don't know why I'm struggling to think so much. Um, I think it might just because I'm so tired. That of course that's the reason. That's how the brain works. Mm. Right. I'll take a slight pause from working on wheel rotation and add water breathing for submarines. I think that's what my brain needs. Uh, water breathing right, in submarine. Exclamation mark. So, just to showcase the problem, I guess not problem, just feature that has not been added. If you are a submarine, in into the water. Nope. Was it? Yeah. And then, obviously you're underwater, so you're gonna start drowning. But then I also need it so if you're not sitting, you're just like on the submarine like this, you will also not drown. So how do I logistically do that? I think all I do really is like a distance check, right? Um, Maybe something simple like execute if entity equals the marker, the pivot point marker is tagged as submarine, but it's not current. That's not how it currently works. Uh, Vehicle picker. So uh I think for if it's underwater movement, it should, yeah. If it's an underwater movement vehicle, you get water breathing. That makes sense. Because you should, like, the whole point about this is that you just change the attributes about the vehicle, and then that's how you make your custom vehicles. So just if it's an underwater vehicle, you do at um that's all. If there is like a block display of moving block within like 2 blocks of you, run effect give water breathing. Or like, oh, I just launched the game with the data pack. Have fun. You'll definitely find bugs. I'm telling you that now. Water breathing, and then like for so you don't see the particles. Yeah, it just works out the box just like that. No, no. Okay, I'm wrong. All right, each part of it as the marker. Yes, that works. If there's block display as moving. Okay, great. Give a S. I'll try actually cleaning the water inside. I can actually make it so the game knows if you're in a sealed sub. All right, awesome. Hell yeah. Well, I'm just gonna add this for now, just so it's in like the official version of the data pack, and then also that's gonna be tricky to get working correctly. So why am I not getting water breathing if I'm at a submarine? This is run that command individually here as like a repeating command block. It's a bit silly that's not just working. So just here. Okay. And then it should give me water breathing. Which I am within. Huh. Let's remove sections of it till it works. Just get rid of the check. Just give it to me if the submarine exists. Okay, good. Oops. So then why does this section not work? This is increase the distance, maybe. No, it's not a distance problem. So it must be that the block displays don't have that tag on them, even though I'm pretty sure they definitely do. Yeah. Moving outlet moving block. Oh, because I'm not doing at the player. I'm just doing it as the player. My bad. Oh, sure. I'll just change it here. At the player. Nope, wrong command. Down here. At the player. I do as no, hold on. As you, at you, as all players within distance. Just so it's not running it as every player in existence. That would be a bit silly. Also, you're gonna definitely run into problems clearing the water because that's gonna be like a fill command every tick. Just no, it's probably realistically gonna be a set block every tick for every block within the submarine because of the shape of it. So clearing the water just doesn't sound worth it, even if you get it working. Your computer's gonna explode. I'll place within like 100 blocks. And then this should hopefully now give you water breathing. If you're out of sub. Hooray! And that's literally it. That's all I wanted it to do. Ta-da! Now you won't drown if you're using a submarine. Or maybe I should use that other... No. I was gonna say that like Nautilus effect that pauses your breathing instead, but that doesn't make sense. The whole point is that you're like within your submarine now. Okay, well that was simple. Nice to get simple things done. Okay. Let me double check the stream sounds okay. There's no music. I can't hear the music on the stream. Oh my goodness, I've been muted here the whole time. I've had background music playing. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's not a big deal, is it? Do you like background music? I'll leave. To get all the items, vehicles, tools / give all. Just here. Okay. That's done. I don't want to go back to the wheels turning just yet. What else? I said on the list is adds line block functionality, but that's more just like an extra little thing to chuck in there. Same with like ice physics. Plane tokens. You know, sometimes I just don't feel like it. I don't feel like... Still feel like guarding those today. What I will do is I will make the updated share model to not use resource pack, if that needs done. Okay, so I had it over here somewhere when I started. Over here. This is just a simple share like this. Try to make it out of display entities instead. I don't know how I want this to even look. Here's what I'll do. Seat. Ew. That, and then... Nope, not that. This one here. Dang it. What's the display entity? Stop taking me to the silliness. First, all of the kill vehicle spec only kills the shulkers. That doesn't make any sense. You kill the seats and the lock displays. I've never had that problem before. That's a little strange. I don't know what to tell you about that one. Maybe just use a slash skill for now in the chat. When you set the data pack. Do forwards. No, I didn't. I don't know if you can even access that because it's the locked channel. I'll try downloading that, see what happens. See if it allows you to. Okay, but I might not stream for much longer. I'm quite tired for some reason. Let's teleport this display entity to me. End it up. Okay. I can see what it's like to sit on this one. Base reset. So I currently just made a tiny little simple seat out of 2 display entities. But it obviously does not look as good as the model I made. I need like a reference of just like a driver's seat, normal car. Something like this. Perhaps they can't use custom textures anymore. I'll add a headrest for sure. Yeah. I'm currently using wool. Oh, I did have something about the scale of these guys. I don't remember. That's fine. Duplicate. And it's scale. Five, 0.5 by 0.5. Oh, the offsets are weird looking. That's transform. I mean, it's not as simple as this, really. See, the thing is, it's weird using scaling display entities like this because the textures all like warped. I don't think there's anything I can really do about them. Woohoo, that's good. Well, it's too bad I'm gonna get rid of it soon anyway. I think I need 2 side up pieces like this that I had before. Duplicate this. Why is it? Why do I have it? There's a certain reason I had it. Oh, pixel consistency. Oh, I don't really care about that much anymore. So what's that direction? That. Okay. Set all this to 0 for now. This has to be like a smidge up. Like, yeah, it's just flat. Unless I have, if I, hold on, I'm onto something here. Scale you ever so slightly taller. Yes. Duplicate cross. Something like that. And then... no, not quite like that. Yeah, why did I just go like that? No. What are they doing? Oh yeah, it's gonna scale you back a little. This one. And then scale you inwards a bit. It's just this one. Nope. Oh, dang it. Undo. I can't undo that. Bruh. Whatever. Oh, let me pick both. Oh yeah. This I'm definitely gonna update this to these cushions whenever they come out properly. Dang it, why do I keep breaking stuff by accident? Redstone wall. Marker block for now. Nope, not you. You. And then I'll have you slightly dent outwards. Just like an extra wee level of detail. But then edit scale. You duplicate cross. Yeah, I'm happy enough with that rough shape. There's some gaps in it. That's fine. Go for a quick toilet break, and then I will be back. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, they're already in snapshots, but I want to work in full release versions. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I am in 26.1.2. So, I don't know. It didn't change how slash skill worked, I don't think. That'd be a bit silly. So I realized I don't know if I even have the correct microphone on this. No, I should. I'm gonna listen to my own stream for a moment. Oh, I can't even hear myself on stream. Well, you know. There's barely anyone here. Technical test. Okay, I'm just after listening to the stream myself. Well, that music is loud. Oh yeah. I'm tweaking with it. I'm tweaking. Just because I was messing with the audio earlier. Just wanted to make sure it actually sounded alright. It did. The music is very loud. So I've turned it down now to be a bit more background music. Okay. I'm moving. Oh, my phone broke. Show me to chat, please, my phone. Thank you. On purpose? Are you flying on purpose? I hope so. Edit scale. Put 7 instead. How do I make this look decent? No. 7.6. I guess these should be a bit thicker. That look right? That looks odd. No, that doesn't look right. Up to 0.1. I think that's not too high up. I scale the height of you as well. No, that's too much. Do like in the middle? 5. And then kind of a chair. Maybe I'm overcooking too much. I might be, I might. Duplicate. On the other side. No, the skill's not quite correct. How it looks. It looks weird. It's not gonna look like a chair. It's quite skinny looking. But also that's like how it looks. I guess maybe it should be a bit wider. And then I'm not gonna scale this part up. I'll just move it to the side. Scale you wider. Nope, stop getting on. 7? No, I don't want to do that. 0.8. No, it's too much. 7.5. I'm making a chair. 7.5. And then... But again, it looks... You should be wide. Maybe it should have just be like a block wide. Now look a bit more sensible. For a chair. Okay, why aren't you snapping correctly? Uh, 5. There we go. It's a bit more sensible. Yeah, so I'll keep it wide. Yeah, don't recommend driving cars into the void. These cars do not swim, they just kind of, you get in, you can't input any movements and then it sinks to the bottom. But you know, it's a car. What do you expect? No, not that transformation. There are little quirks like that in the code. It's not perfect, but it works. Okay, so for this chair, it should scale out a bit more, I think. Let's make it, yeah. Let's do that. Means I also have to adjust these ones now here too. And hopefully it will actually look decent. Was it this one here? So like 0.9? No. 0.8. Yeah, 0.8 works. Definitely an unconventional way of making 3D models. 0.7 maybe. There's an easier way. This is just movement, right? Oh my goodness, that's how you... Oh goodness, I'm an idiot. I didn't know you could do it like that. Okay, Why are they positioning so weird? My boat is clipping into blocks when I exit my beautiful ocean. Yeah, whatever. Things like that happen. Don't really know what to tell you. Alright. It's yeah, I need to minus 0.1 and then it should line up correctly. Yes. Alright, well, I might just end stream now. Honestly, I'm quite tired and hungry. I've streamed for an hour and a half. That's decent. I got underwater breathing working. Wheels that at least spin. Only sometimes. And then now I have this new chair model, kind of. Not perfect, but it's an improvement. Get like that, and then wow, these are what happens whenever you actually look at what menu options are available. That looks weird. That's the way it was. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna end stream. Oh, you're on about that. Yeah. I think that's just because I like internally in the code I have like leftover parts of where it like tries to like calculate a point to float on, but then I didn't. I just quickly changed it because I was having troubles with like if people were to like build like a flag on their boat and just said I could set the pivot point like to 25% of the height, the boat would 25%, meaning like 25% of it would be underwater, and just like the whole boat would be underwater just because you made a flagpole that tall. So that's just something I need to tweak a bit. Okay, yeah, but I'm gonna end stream. I'm tired. What day is it tomorrow? Friday. I might stream tomorrow, hopefully. Just for a wee bit. I'll probably finish that wheel off, the spinning wheels, and as well as implementing this chair model properly. So yeah. Alright, I never end stream properly. Just go here on YouTube, right? End stream. Bye bye. End.